Hello, and I am back again with this. Yeah. Before I start with the video, I did a little bit on the white. You can see the detail there, the kind of shading on it. I'm gonna do the tires now. Kind of put some detail on the tires. I wouldn't call this shading. I'd just call this detail. So it doesn't look like flat. Even so, it's better than nothing. Again, fucking mighty number 9 memes. Yeah, new name tire detail. I think this is the color for the tires. So what I'm gonna do is don't want web colors. Let's make it lighter. I haven't actually edited my remove from. I uninstalled Premiere literally just before starting this video because my Mac was running really low on storage. It had 2 gigabytes left. I uninstalled Premiere and all of a sudden I got 6 gigabytes, which again isn't much, but it's an improvement. So I haven't edited my This is just a direct sequel to the one I did. The previous one I did. Haven't edited that one yet because I'm gonna use Premiere at uni on the uni iMacs because they have much more space than their iMacs. This is just a little MacBook, hardly any storage. So yeah, enough procrastinating. I want to try and get shit done, Let's take it lighter. I don't know what that one. This'll do. Put that there to say, oh, that's the detailed color of the tires. Digi-style. That's the way you do it. One thing I want to touch up, last night when I was rewatching the video I just made, just how small, there we go. I noticed that I said Jawn was a big influence for Dio. What I really meant was Dio was a big influence for Jawn. And yeah, I'm gonna edit that. And like I said, I haven't edited it yet, but I will edit it in Premiere when I go to uni, which is tomorrow because I'm recording this on a Sunday. I would have done it today but I just recently remembered that university was open. You know what, let's do this. It was open today for a brief period, but it's now 20 to 10, so it'll be closed now. It's only open in the afternoon. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad on the tires here. One way of coping with shyness, whatever, anxiety, when I'm speaking online, because this is my second time speaking online. The first time was in the previous video, if that makes sense. A coping mechanism. The reason I'm able to do that now, when for years I wanted to but I couldn't, the way I cope is I act like I'm talking to someone in person. I'm pretending now that I'm talking to someone who's in the room, because I've talked to. You spend your life talking to people in person, but for some reason when I'm online, I don't want anyone to hear my voice until now. And I'm borrowing speech patterns from other YouTubers because that's another way of coping, I guess. Now, what do we need to do? Tire detail, you know what? I'll save that. I'm going to do some work on my persona, put some detail on him, until I figure out what I'm going to do about the glass. Maybe put like the steering wheel, the seats. Actually, no, I'm lazy. I'll just have it tinted black, and that should really do something about that. One thing you may be wondering: how is he leaning against the car when the mirror's in the way? That must really hurt his back. Just don't think about it. It's just I was trying to position him so it would look natural, but the only natural looking position was above the mirror, so you can just see he's like leaning against it or whatever. Fuse, what's that? Oh yeah, that's the I want to change that. I don't like that at all, but I can't be asked to do it now. You know what, I'll do it later. Pant. Yeah, it's a fucking weird name for pants, trousers. You know what, trousers. I'll call this layer that. It's the detail on the trousers. It's Americans who say pants, but in the UK we call them trousers. There we go. That'll look all right. Yeah, I think this is probably the last time I'm ever going to use this style. The style, I mean, I explained it in my previous video, is how I kind of go over something in a flat color, and then I use this brush to kind of put the detail on it. I don't like that. I prefer, because with my previous work, my uni work, what I did was I did use the detailed brush, the one that I'm using now, but I didn't put a flat color underneath. I just did this against the background, and it looked much better actually. The reason I've always been putting the background underneath it is because I don't want I don't want you to like move the image around and then to see that, oh, you can see the background underneath. Yeah, I'm not really bothered about that anymore, because it's art. Of course you'll see the background underneath if you mess around with it. That's why it's meant to be still. It's not a video game where the characters move around. Our illustration is standing still. Yeah. I think he needs some more heavier shading on the inside of his leg, because, you know, that's where it's darkest. Yeah. Let's have some music on. Stria. This is some of the stuff I listen to. The Raven Age, Breathing Theory. It's like some sort of, I don't know what the genre is. I haven't listened to this one before. I just like to what I like to do on YouTube is which I haven't done in a long time. I've only started doing it like last year. Is just follow my recommendations. Like you listen to a song, you know, yeah, it's good. You see something in the recommendations, that's recommended. Ooh, that looks nice. Click on it, listen to it. It's a way of broadening your music taste, really. Which is what I like. What I don't like is when YouTube puts unrelated videos in the recommendations that have nothing to do with what you watch. Especially if they're like old videos. Like recently there's been like videos from like 2007, 2008 popping up in the recommendations, and all the comments, they're all like, why was this recommended? Stuff like that. People say YouTube's algorithm is fucked up. I think it's people who like just found the video recently and they share it on Facebook or something, and it gets loads of likes and loads of people click on it. That's what I think. Now, you won't be able to hear this music because I've got my headphones in, and even if you because if you did, then YouTube will probably take this video down because of copyright. Because fuck YouTube. No, this is some good music though. What I'm gonna do, you know what? I want to get a different logo. I don't like this one. I don't have anything against Edge of Sanity. They're just. It's just this is a really bad looking photoshopped shirt. I reckon I could just use the logo, but I don't know if I should do that now or do that. You know, I'll do that another time. Actually, no, fuck it, I'll do it now. Not bad. 579 gigabytes. Perfect. Magic 1, 2, that'll do. Sorry for... Hang on a second. Yeah. Sorry for butchering the logo, but I want it to look like it's made for this shirt. And I didn't do the shirt, you know, all black, because that wouldn't look very good. Disharmonia Mundi, a pretty good band. I think they're Italian. If you're into, like, I don't know what genre it is, death metal. I don't want to call it death metal because, you know, people generally don't like death metal. Even in the metal community, death metal is considered edgy or shit like that. I don't know. But no, I like it. Fuck you. I'm sorry to like defile the logo, but I need to make it look like it belongs on the shirt. If you don't know Pentagram, she's another YouTuber. She does like rants, DeviantArt rants and shit. A lot of videos, her Talk Sprite persona thing, I don't know, a goat character. She has like a photoshopped Powerwolf logo on her shirt. I think she does something like this to get it on. But no, it's pretty good. How does that look? Fuck it, you know. It's not too bad. You know, Dismon, short for Disharmonia Mundi. Now we can do this. Shirt fuse. Why? Oh, because of the, yeah. Well, thanks Photoshop, you know, the more you know. Yeah, that's the right colour. But I want darker. Oh, hang on a second. I like to keep all a record of all the colours I use, so I can, like, if I need to, I can like go back and change them. Yeah, we're not going to use this colour. We're going to use maybe a lighter colour. See how that goes. The problem with heavy metal shirts is that they're often black, and I don't want to do like a solid black color for. I don't like using solid blacks in my illustrations because it just looks what would I say? It looks yeah, the Disharmonia Mundi logo's kind of vanished beneath the detail. Let's see how that looks. It doesn't look too bad. Anyway, the problem is the problem with this, like, using solid blacks in illustrations is that you can't really put shading on it. It just looks flat, like out of place, like a void, like a black void within your artwork, and it just looks just kind of ugly, really. Yeah. Shoes. Where's the shoe layer? Shoe fly. Shoe fly. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. Because I haven't edited and uploaded the first video yet, I wonder how people are going to respond. I mean, most of my videos, no one watches them. You know, well, I say no one, a few people do. My most popular video was that that Hitler reacts to Brexit video. So, if you've seen my channel, then you'll see that is the most popular. It got 6,000 views, I think. 6,000. Yeah. Whereas most of my videos, like with gameplay and shit, they only get like what, 7 views, 7 to 10 views. I guess it's a product of its time. Like what do I do? Here we go. Just watch me botcher this. I didn't save the colour for the shirt detail. Shit. My YouTube videos, most of the time, I don't get more than 10 views on each video. It was only that Hitler video that that exploded, that got fucking 6,000, and that was really only because Brexit was like a big thing and everyone was on about it. Oh no, the UK's leaving the EU, we're all fucked. I was pretty pissed. You can tell in the video, I was pretty pissed off about it too, but now, I was dumb back then, so a lot of the things I said in that video are pretty shit, like, not really, I didn't do my research on Brexit, and that's why that video looks pretty inaccurate. It's just those, Hitler Reacts videos, people like to take that scene of Hitler in the movie The Downfall and put fake subtitles over him, like screaming about how he was banned from Xbox Live and shit like that. It was quite a big meme around, I don't know, a few years ago, but it's still going. People are still doing it, like me. Another video that got quite a few thousand views, my only other video to get more than 1,000, was that the Belia the Sega Gamer song. He wrote a song. He didn't write the song. He sang over the tune of some Sonic song about the fandom menace and how fucking people were like fucking, I don't know, disrespecting his vor fetishes, and he was saying, I did a lyric video on it, and it got popular, even though some of the lyrics I made were like shit. They weren't really what it was saying, but it's what it sounded like to me. Like if anyone was gonna do a lyric video to this video, then they'd probably fill it with ums and ahs and random noises, because I stutter a lot when I speak. What I'm trying to do is find the layer where, actually no, what I want to do first, because I'm an idiot, I didn't do it before, is sample the colour for the detailed shirt. Anyway, the problem is with the digital art, like Photoshop art, is that there's a lot to take into account. Like, I need to keep a record of all the colors I use, so I can go back and do anything I missed or redo something. What was I gonna do? Yeah, I need to find that layer. Where is it? Of my character's fur. No, the base. There it is. Fire Inside. Why the hell is it called that? Oh, probably because I was listening to Red while doing this. Speaking of which, yeah, it's in my recommendations. Probably because I listen to a lot of this kind of music. So I'm sure. Hang on. Yes. Okay, that's the same color. But Fire Inside Your Ass. Fire in your ass. Yeah, boy. Put that there. And what I do with the fur detail, rather than using the Digistyle, I use the Detail, which the difference is the size of the pen changes from the beginning to the end of the stroke, and I do this because it looks like a fur texture. It looks, actually, if it's all behind, it doesn't matter. So it looks like a fur texture, so it doesn't look like a solid thing, solid color, which again I used on my previous my uni work. My uni work happened to be on wolves. We had to create our own campaign, something we wanted to change, and I decided to go with reintroducing wolves to Scotland they've tried it many times before, but hasn't really been successful. I think the Scottish National Parliament, sorry, the Scottish National Heritage, aren't really considering it because I think that one of the main issues is farmers. You know, wolves are bad for business within the farms because they eat sheep. But I did a lot of research on wolves, funnily enough, because my character's a wolf, and that wolves don't kill for sport. Well, anyone should know that, but unfortunately they don't. They don't kill for sport. They only kill for survival, and they don't hunt any more than they need. They even, like in the wild, like in Yellowstone, whatever they kill, they don't eat straight away. Like they can come back to it if need be, like to conserve energy, so they don't have to hunt as much, because hunting is quite dangerous for wolves. They can get trampled by stampedes and by the animals they hunt. So that can be an issue. That's why they use pack tactics. I also talked about in my brief. Fucking hell, there's lots of scratches on my graphic tablet because it's been used and abused a lot. What I also talked about in my uni brief about wolves was that the media, like not since the dawn of time, but the reason why they're always portrayed as evil in movies and TV, like if you've seen any movie ever, like with wolves in, the wolves are always like the bad guys, unless they're the main characters, like in Alpha and Omega. But if the movie has wolves in and it's not about wolves, then you can pretty much be certain that the wolves are evil, like portrayed as evil. Because and the reasons for that is because since, well, there's many reasons really. There's a website called Living with Wolves, which I used a lot for my research. And hang on, how does this look? Here's my character. He's really edgy. He's looking down on you, like he's disappointed in you. Pff, you drive a Honda, bitch, please. Fucking Skyline, whoop your ass. No amount of VTech will save you from Godzilla. But yeah, many of the reasons why many people consider wolves to be evil is that since medieval Europe, it's like the wolf has been considered like people have like told stories and folklores about wolves, like about how they're deceptive, cunning, vicious, ravenous, and they're pure evil, satanic, all that. I even have my sketchbook with all the facts in and stuff. Stories like Little Red Riding Hood, how the wolf would follow Little Red Riding Hood to her grandma's house, eat the grandma, and what else? Three Little Pigs. How the wolf tricked them, and then the wolf ate the. Did they eat the pigs? I don't know. But a lot of these fairy tales, they get watered down for like the modern day audiences. Like in the original one, the fucking pigs killed and ate the wolf. Whereas in at one time when I was a kid, I heard a modern rendition where the wolf. I don't know. Because the reason why fairy tales have so many different endings to them is because the original they're changed. Like the original endings are really dark. Like the main character gets mutilated or shit like that. The tale. The fairy tale. No, the wolf tale. Oh, he's a wolf, he's evil, he's gonna eat us. Shit. Fuck. You know what's sad? Is that most movies where wolves are the good guys shit, like the really shit, like Alpha and Omega. That was shit. Well, it wasn't bad, but most people thought it was shit. I thought it was okay. You know, I saw the film when I was 15. It was nothing special really. The only reason it has a fan base is because, well, like I said, it's about wolves. Wolves are popular. Am I using the right brush? Yes, I am. Wolves are popular, especially in the furry fandom. Furries love wolves. Guilty. I'm guilty of that as well. Not love wolves. It's in like fucking. I want to put my dick in one, but you know, they're one of my favorite animals. How long have we been recording? Is there any way to check? There's fucking QuickTime Play. There's no way to check. Options. I don't want to click it in case that stops the recording. I don't know. How do I check? This is why so many people. File. Open file, export, share. New movie recording. Start dictation. No, window. Show movie inspector. No, that's not it. Am I still recording? Yep, good. Show export progress. No. How the hell do I check how long I've been recording? About QuickTime Player. There's gotta be somewhere. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna Google it. QuickTime screen recording. How do I check how long? You know what? Tutorial. Fuck it, tutorial. All the comments say this like, oh, thanks, really helpful, all that. Yeah, that's only because this person covered the basics, you know, the stuff that I already know. But I don't know how to check how long I've been recording. I'll Google that. How to check how long I've been recording QuickTime. It seems like there's no way to check how long you've been recording with QuickTime. I think that's saying. I think that's me saying I need a new screen recorder, one where I can check how long I've been recording. But I don't know if they do many for Mac. Most of them are like exclusive for Windows. What's this? Risers. This. And what I don't want to have to do is like end up recording like little bits of it, little bits, and like constantly keep stopping and then like restarting, and then just like put that together into one long one. Well, that won't necessarily be a bad thing, but it'll be a lot of hassle to like while I'm arting, while I'm doing art, to like have to like start, you know, kind of annoying. I'm up for some banter. There's this game that's currently free on Xbox Live called Deadfall Adventures. It's really, it's not really bad. It's bad, like it's pretty badly made. The voice acting, I think the voice acting was, it's not terrible for some of the characters, but for some of the other characters, it's like hilariously bad. Like I found myself laughing during one of the cutscenes because the voice acting was it was like The Room, you know, Tommy Wiseau, The Room. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Yeah, that's not what he actually says in the game. No, but it might as well have, because you know that's what it reminded me of. Yeah, the game itself, it's pretty much Uncharted combined with Tomb Raider, combined with Indiana Jones, combined with The Mummy. Pretty much every you know archaeological world, like early 20th century ancient Egypt kind of film you can think of. It's Uncharted mixed with Tomb Raider, mixed with Alan Wake, because there's this part where there's these mummies attack you, and the only way to kill them is by shining a torch on them. Actually, yeah, I wanted to do this. I wanted to put some fluff in his ears. Actually, yeah, this. See, that's a lot better than the rest of the image. This is why I wanted to use the method that I used in my uni work. The only reason I'm not doing it now with this because I already started this a while ago, and changing the style would be too much hassle. This artwork is pretty much a chore anyway, you know. And the only reason I do it, like I said, is because I don't want the background to be visible through the object. But that's art, you know. If you have a problem with that, like, I've been recently getting back into traditional art. Like, I'd be drawing in like this little sketchbook, and I find it much more liberating because A, you have more control over a pencil, and B, you don't have to worry about like opacity and shit like that because, well, I don't like coloring in, and where's the layer with the hair on it? You know, the head hair. You know, he's not a proper furry until he has human hair. Don't bother me. What the fuck is that? Don't bother me. Don't. Oh, it's. Oh, shoe fly. Don't bother me. The only reason I called it "Don't Bother Me" is because you remember the movie Bug's Life? The ladybird character. He says there's this one part. Oh, it's on Let's Face It. There's this one part where he says, "Shoe fly, don't bother me." And I think the only reason I remember that is because when I watched it as a kid, my mum thought it was funny. My mum thought it was like really funny, and so she would repeat it. Yeah. Hang on a second. Where's the layer 5? I did my fucking meditation impression. Yeah. There we go. Let's face it. Face the facts. Face the fact that you're a fucking. Let's face the facts that the fact is you can't draw. You can't art. How do I art? How do I even? How do I get a? How do I get a girlfriend? You know, how do I get a boyfriend? How do I get people to like me? How do I get attention? How do I get this? How do I do that? I tell you how. Man the fuck up and talk to people, that's how. Yeah. I recently discovered the meaning of incel. Like, I'd never heard that term before up until a few weeks ago, I think, when Jim Sterling used it in one of his videos, one of his commentocracy videos, which I found hilarious, saying incels complain that females ruin gaming for them, and you get loads of incels saying that girls don't like me, I'm gonna kill myself, you know, like Elliot Rodger and all that. He was too shy to talk to girls, so, you know, he had more balls to shoot up his fucking school than he did to talk to girls. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm shy, I'll admit that, but I'm not gonna go shoot people because of it. It's crazy. Crazy world. And oh shit, I forgot to start a new layer. Fuck my life. And there's a door, I can hear a door opening, you know, in the corridor. I just hope people don't knock on my door saying, "Oi, Kairos, who are you talking to?" And I hope they don't also hear me saying, you know, my internet username, which is Kairos, and saying, "Who the fuck's Kairos?" Well, I'll be really screwed if I go downstairs and then they all start calling me that. I'll be like, "Oh shit." But you know what? I shouldn't worry about it. You know, don't worry about what people want you to be. Be yourself. That's what I've been telling myself for ages. And I've only just now started to listen to myself, because it's only just now I've been starting to record myself drawing and put it on YouTube. And I think we've recorded longer than I did yesterday. Yesterday it was half an hour. Today, I don't really know. Yeah, I think we're going to call this a video. Kairos is looking a little bit less dead, and I forgot to do the tail, but you know, I'll do it next episode, or I'll do it before the next episode, who knows. You know, what do I want to say before I end this video off? I don't know, what can I show you? I want to show you guys something, so that I feel like I have something to talk about. Yes, Undertale. I have Undertale, but I haven't played it in literally months because I gave up on fighting Asgore. He's way too hard. So I have a feeling that if I get Cuphead, then I'm gonna get stuck at the first boss and just leave it. Then I'll have just wasted like £16, because I think that's how much it is on the Xbox store. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video now. This has been... It ended quite sudden last episode, because I thought that if I clicked the stop button at the top, it would like give me some options or something, say, oh, you sure you want to stop, and then I would get an outro. But I just clicked the stop button and it stopped straight away. So now I know. This has been Kairos the Wolf drawing, and this has been a video. Please like, comment, subscribe if you can, but most of all, thank you for watching, and until then, bye for now. You're tearing me apart, Lisa.